kind of want to just look at my legendary creatures again. So if I go to empty deck and then do edit... Yeah, it's gonna start off by showing me all my legendaries that I own. Oh, imagine doing, yeah. Once I find enough cards to also further protect Geist of St. Traft and make it hard to block. Imagine a Geist of St. Traft deck, or Edric. Oh, you don't have Yoshimaru. Do I have any of their other partner commanders to play with it, though? Do I have any other commanders I got, like, I don't know, partner? Or it's just Yoshi? Or I could just do a simple, straightforward control deck with Aragorn. Get the Monarch when I've cast Aragorn, and then just put all the best red, white, and blue cards that I own into a single pile. To just, yeah, do my best to protect the crown, and just get free card advantage off it. Yeah, that does seem like a safe bet. Yeah, so I have Yoshimaru, but no other... I don't think any of these other legendaries, as far as I remember, I don't remember any of them having partner. I don't feel like playing Yoshimaru by his lonesome, having only access to white. At that point, I guess I'll just go back to Daxos and improve that deck. Okay, where do I, like, rename the deck, actually? Okay, so you're telling me first, I mean, I would assume that I have to build the deck first. I was gonna go and, like, opt to rename it, but they're gonna make me build the deck first. Seems fair. When Court of Grace enters the battlefield, you become the Monarch. At the beginning of your upkeep, you get a 1/1 white spirit, or if you're the Monarch, a 4/4 white angel instead. They fly in either case, yes. I don't know, I do want to try that out. Because I can just easily cycle this into a Plains. Sure, put that back in. I guess maybe I'll just start with throwing all my lands in. And this too to make my commander uncounterable. We'll just throw in all the lands we have. I'm guessing maybe even this one. Let's just do all of them, actually, for now. And I can always just start cutting after I see that I have, and I probably will have, enters tapped always, but you can cycle it. I'm still gonna say no to, still gonna pass on that. I'll take like one or two, like, of each basic land that this deck could run. No more, no less. I'll just take the two old bordered islands I have. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I still want to run that too. Maybe even this. Definitely that. Yeah, I barely own any mountains, but that is fine. Oh, I even have some Moxen I can just throw in. So yeah, of course I'm gonna be just cutting cards later. What planes do we have? I mean, honestly, it doesn't really matter which ones we actually take. Alright, I'll just take the two full art ones. Definitely Plateau, definitely also the other fetches we have. Maybe this. Probably for sure that. Maybe that. Definitely want to take a Triome, Reflecting Pool, this Verge. We'll take this too. Another filter land. Shock land, yes. This, sure. We'll take that. Ooh, strip mine. We'll see how many creatures I want to run first. Volcanic Island, definitely. I still might want to be able to tutor into a Skull Clamp. I have strip mine, I don't think I need Wasteland that badly. How many lands are we setting on? So that should be 41, like... And then the 2 Moxen. That's 41 plus this. I can just search for one of my lands. I'll probably just cut 2 lands and go from there. Cut 2 lands and then I continue from there. Except I'm just simply deciding which ones. I think that'll just go. I have Prismatic Vista that I can just fetch for basics. Alright, let me now go to my... Yeah, look at my non-land cards. Even if I only have 3 fetch lands, I think I still want to try Brainstorm out. Maybe this. Put target attacking creature on the bottom of its owner's library. Sure, the opponent gains some life, but 1 mana remove something. I'll definitely play that. Not really sure what I'm trying to do with my graveyard, though, with this deck. That's the thing. I think I'll try the Force Spec again. We can always just start cutting cards afterwards if it turns out, I don't know, we have too many. Auto sell 1. Yeah, we'll play Lightning Bolt. Definitely also play this. Peek. Look at target player's hand, draw a card. Maybe. I mean, I already threw Gitaxian Probe in there. Ponder and Preordain, I want to do both. Okay, definitely want to play Ragavan. The 1-mana Ragavan, you better believe I'm playing that. Okay, that's a Shrieking Drake. I might even play Skrelv. If I need to just, yeah, give something protection from a specific color to some degree. I might even play Skrelv. I think I still want to try Skull Clamp. Not sure if we'll need Sol Ring that badly with the way I plan to build this deck. I can always just cut it later, if it turns out I don't actually need it. Maybe this. I'll think about these. This is going in for sure. Thinking about it. We can come back to that later, but I'm thinking about including this since Aragorn has lifelink. My commander has lifelink stapled onto him. Well, try that. Boros Charm. Interesting, but... Okay, add the sideboard. That, yes. A counterspell, yes. I'm gonna try that too, Cyclonic Rift. This, yeah, we'll do that too. I think I'll also try the Essence Scatter. I'd be happy to play this. Alright, 2 mana to do 4 damage to something. 3 damage to something and gain 3 life, sure. If I put a counter on something, don't really think I'm trying to build towards that, though. I definitely want to put, like, Mono Blue Malcolm back in. Mana Leak, maybe also Memory Lapse. We'll do this. If I need to just copy something for dirt cheap. Phantasmal Image. If I need to give one of my creatures protection from being targeted for just a turn at instant speed, that. Bury target creature with power 4 or greater. Really depends on the matchup, to be honest. I think I'll still play this again, too. Artifacts and creatures your opponents control enter the battlefield tapped. And flying. Double Strike Vigilance, I can't cast this during my first, second, or third turns of the game, though, but I'll still try you, Harris. Definitely want to give Wan Shi Tong a go as well. I've been really enjoying playing Winds of Abandon, so that's gonna go back into. Might want to play that too, perhaps? I definitely want to play this. And this. Maybe even this. Yeah, that too. If I was playing way more basic lands, then definitely Harbinger of the Seas. Alright, Mantis Rider. Definitely want to play Flage. Definitely want to give that a go. Copy any creature if I've attacked this turn. I guess just to slow down my opponent. Put a creature back in their hand, and then until their next turn, like... Until my next turn, then they can't cast it. They can't just recast it or anything. Maybe this guy too, again. Definitely that. And this. Alright, I'm already up to like 90 cards here. We almost have like a playable deck here. Any like crazy good stuff. This just can probably kill a lot of creatures the moment it enters. So, Kavu. I'm gonna try this again. The One Ring. Aragorn can just let me gain life anyways, so maybe I can just out-heal the damage this One Ring would do to me by just putting more and more burden counters on it. I want to keep playing Palace Jailer, so that too. Also Parallax Wave. When Seasoned Dungeoneer enters the battlefield, you take the initiative, so you just... If you don't, like, have a dungeon... Do you just, like, get to pick the dungeon you enter when you cast this? Target attacking Cleric, Rogue, Warrior, or Wizard gains protection from creatures until end of turn. Basically, it won't be possible to block it. Aragorn is none of these, I just wanted to check. Apparently Aragorn's none of these. Had to look, though. Oh, Shorikai, for sure. I want to keep playing that. Maybe this. I can return 2 islands to my hand and to like not pay any mana for this and just draw 2. This is basically just a counterspell with a lot of different options attached to it. A lot of different ways in which you can play that. I might be able to delve some cards out of my graveyard, we'll see. So... yeah, this already puts me... how many creatures did that put me at? I guess let's just put, like, our last card into the deck to get up to 99. Okay, if my hand has no other creatures in it, I'm playing this for 2, and then I'm playing a 2/2 flyer that gives the rest of my board +1/+1. So how many creatures did I end up putting into the deck here? 28 is... that... okay, that's a reasonable number. That seems like a good number. Maybe one of the lands could come out, because I did put a Sol Ring in. Maybe. Alright, just, yeah. Basically, tempo advantage for me. Let's just say my opponent plays like a really expensive spell, and then I just memory lapse it to slow them down. That just would really, like, slow them down. Hate against specific colors if I need it. So yeah, I already have a fully functional deck. Sensei's Divining Top I might also want to just play again for old time's sake. Yeah, we already have a fully functional deck here, it looks like. Okay, can I rename this? Commander Tim. Alright, so next time I get into a duel, that's gonna be, yeah, that's gonna be the commander we're gonna see. Wait, so, limited draft of Portal Second Age. Can't think of anything that I'm really looking for out of Portal Second Age, though. We're talking about a starter set. We're talking about something entry level. I can't think of anything we're desperately looking for out of it either. Here I may or may not have been. I actually can't tell. Unicorn's Island, I'll just look around and see if there's anything that catches my eye. How many times am I gonna find Malcolm Alluring Scoundrel for sale anyways? Oh, this is just like the strictly worse, but... I mean, still viable personal tutor. Again, if it's that cheap, I should just buy it regardless. More lands. Temple Garden, do I already own it? Do I already own this? I just wonder if I actually own that already. I just want to quickly see if Temple Garden's in my collection. So that's not the Temple Garden. So yeah, that means I should actually... I want to pick one of these up because it's one of the shock lands I don't yet own. Okay, I already do own Underground Sea. Oh, Flooded Strand. There's my fourth unique fetch land right there. Yep, you better believe that's going straight in. Yep, that's for sure gonna be included. I need to now take another land out. Yeah, I'm gonna remove another land. I think this one will just go. So, Bloodstained Mire, we got Flooded Strand, Polluted Delta, and Wooded Foothills? Those are so far, though, those are the 4 fetch lands that I actually own. Unless I just keep hitting this button and maybe I get really lucky and see another one I don't yet own. Alright, a land I can just sacrifice to draw a card. We'll pick that up too. Oh, I already do. Oh, right. I already do own a Misty Rainforest. And then I just remembered I already own one of these. I just own a different printing of it. I'm, like, certain that I don't own one of these yet, so let's pick it up, too. Steam Vents. So, Steam Vents, I'm, like, 99% sure I didn't pick one of these up yet. And now I have. Oh, hello, physicist. I'm just picking up random lands. Just buying more really nice lands. Spending mana shards just to eventually get lucky and find stuff like this. And we can also cross Steam Vents off our, like, to-do list. New mod symbol, what do you mean? For, like, the YouTube moderator or something? I don't... if you're talking about, like, the YouTube, I still see the wrench next to your name. Maybe it hasn't updated on my end just yet. Maybe I've yet to get the update, I don't know. So I have 2 Moxen, a Sol Ring, and an Eagles. Of the North. Eagles of the North I can just plain cycle. Sol Ring taps for 2 colorless. The Moxen tap for, like, I have 1 Mox that taps for white and then 1 for blue. Yeah. Which one? Anything I may have heard of or no? So you're saying no, I haven't, right? If I go into this fireplace, I just leave the fort. Okay, I've never played a Freak City. A Freak City? Yeah, it sounds like something I've never played before. Freak City? Who comes up with these names? Anyways. Yeah, just for the hell of it, I decided to switch commanders. Yeah, and 1v1 dual commander, French ban list. I think this is still like one of the top commanders of the current meta. Source the Plowshare is my Wall of Omens. I mean, I still got to draw my card. Started a couple days ago, and you already have 62 exits. So basically, that means you're getting through it rather quickly, huh? So yeah, it sounds like you're getting through it rather quick. I'll play a creature in the meantime. I'll just cast my commander. I know he's all tapped out, so... Not expecting to see any response to this with no untapped lands. Wrath of God, destroy all creatures that can't be regenerated, and I have nothing to stop this right now. Anyways, I'm still gonna draw 1 extra card per turn unless he does combat damage to me to steal this. I'm guessing you found it on I'm guessing you found it off of SMW Central, right? I just want to quickly see, like, if I can find it there. Okay, I guess if all else fails, it seems like you've also posted a download link. Player discretion is advised. Submission contains the following possible photosensitivity triggers. I think I still may want to play this one. Yeah, I think I'd still be willing to give this one a go in the foreseeable future. Oh, okay, I guess that's why I didn't find it immediately. It's still waiting to be, it's still pending approval. Cleansing Nova, destroy all artifacts and enchantments. So this is gonna go, and this is gonna go. Anyway, still drawing tons of cards here. So should be no worry. I'll just play the One Ring. Ooh, Sun Titan. Which I can easily remove. I know exactly how I'm getting rid of this. Okay, 2 counterspells and creature removal. I'm just gonna keep it like that. Oh, you mean the FLUDD? Wait, I meant to counter this. But even then, still, I know exactly how I'm getting rid of it. It's all good. So I guess we'll discard down to maximum hand size. I'm trying to remember what creature I have underneath this. Like, what did I exile? What did I get rid of with Shelter by Ghosts? Behemoth Sledge. Equipped creature gets +2/+2 and has lifelink and trample. I mean, if it attacks, I'll just put it into his library. Yep. Took a while, but yeah, still got him easily. Okay, we're gonna get another Temple Garden. It's the same Cloudshine, I want to see, like, what other loot they drop. Oh, Super Mario World fan game on... I don't believe you told me this yet. I don't believe so. Plateau, Giver of Runes, and pass. Okay, I got you. Still a work in progress. Ooh, and it's for Sentinel. Interesting. I'm just gonna go cast my commander here. Okay, this should have definitely attacked. I would never guess what the name of it is. I probably wouldn't anyways. I probably would not. Spade Engine. Anyways, I'm just wondering why they call it that. Exile Aragorn, I'm just gonna do Fierce Guardianship, counter it. Oh, I have to select something to not be able to block this turn. I mean, my creatures can't already block anyways to begin with. Destroy all creatures. Sacrifice Selfless Spirit to make them indestructible until end of turn. Had a feeling he was gonna try that again. Oh, there's treasure behind this big guy too, this Cloud Guardian. There's treasure back here too. Okay, this can make mana of any color I need anyways, so it should be fine. Tundra. We're gonna start off... Yeah, turn 1, Arcane Signet, and Mox Sapphire, and, well... What's so fun about Magic the Gathering? You really gotta try it one of these days. You really gotta give the game a go one day. I can't believe I'm about to cast Aragorn turn 2. I mean, of course, like, I'm not expecting you to just figure out the game by yourself. I certainly didn't figure out the game by myself either. I'll just move him to command zone. When Flage enters, sacrifice it unless it escaped. When it does enter, or when it attacks, it deals 3 damage to any target and you gain 3 life. Maybe just wait for my opponent to play a creature, then play Flage and kill it. Are you still able to... Okay, so you're still able to go and receive that badge? Okay, so that Yu-Gi-Oh! Fan game is still actually accessible content. It wasn't, like, limited time. Yeah, that's another badge I've never... Yeah, that's another badge I clearly don't have either. One Ring. Four power, 7 toughness. I'm gonna go see if I can just steal myself a copy of that. And then I'll just use Winds of Abandon to get rid of the original. Let's just discard a card back down to maximum hand size. Okay, that is fine. Play Flage. Oh, I'm gonna get 2 triggers because Elesh Norn. I just made myself a copy of this, so... I'm gonna do 3 damage to any target. Twice? I'll just draw 3 more cards. One of the rooms is literally Sebastian's shop, and you have to... Okay, so you're supposed to Flash Beacon him that. So you're supposed to Flash Beacon him this time? Yeah, don't do that in the actual game, though. I'd speak from experience. Especially don't do it twice. And whatever you do, don't do that twice. Exile 5 other cards from my graveyard. Oh, I just got myself another... I got myself my own Elesh Norn Mother of Machines. And whatever Shabraz the Sky Shark is. Denying Wind. 9 mana for this? I'm not gonna sit around and wait for 9 mana to come my way to cast this. Just to remove 7 cards from my opponent's library from the game. I'll keep the Thalia Heretic Cathar. I definitely want to keep the 3 Fairy. I'll probably sell this. Destroy Icy Prison unless somebody pays 3 mana to prevent this. Okay, remove something from the game as long as it's on the field. And you have to pay 3 every upkeep to actually keep this on the field. Isamaru and Yoshimaru. Whenever another legendary creature or creature with mana value 1 enters the battlefield under your control, put a +1/+1 counter on this here. Nah, it looks like a test card with no art. Legendary creature or any creature with mana value 1. That's hilarious. I'm keeping that too. Keep that hand too. Okay, that is fine. We'll actually have to play the rest of the creatures out of my hand first, and then this can cost 2. I guess I'll just play this anyways. Alright, pass. Okay, I shuffled the library, but still found something that can just let me actually make more mana, regardless. That is fine. Might as well just do something. I guess do something with my untapped lands. Oh, dismiss. Counter Phantasmal Image. Moth Rider Cavalry. I guess I'll finally cast my commander. And then just, yeah, that's gonna finish him off. Whenever you cast an outlaw spell, copy that spell. Assassins, mercenaries, pirates, rogues, and warlocks are outlaws. How many of those creatures do I actually own? Serious question, how many of those creatures do I even own? Maximum hand size is reduced by 3 to get a 2/2 flyer for 2 mana. Alright, so I have 2 lands, and then Eagles in the North can just plane cycle, so this should be fine. This may be alright. I'll turn that into a plateau. If I need to counter something that's a non-creature spell, I have Negate up and ready. Okay, never mind. Pick human. Making my commander uncounterable with this. Alright, I'll pass turn. Yeah, that is going to resolve. This is going to come in tapped because of this, of course. Which is annoying, to say the least. Yeah, I don't want to attack into this first strike. This doesn't have first strike, I'll just pass. Negate the Teferi Time Raveler. Alright, definitely get a basic off of this. also comes untapped, because of course it does. Alright, Flame Tongue Kavu, do 4 damage to this to kill it. Exile target non-land permanent and opponent controls until Seal from Existence leaves the battlefield. I'll just play my commander. Fierce Guardianship. Just counter that Teferi's Moat. I guess we'll also get to see what's in his hand in the meantime. And draw our next card. Again, I'll just pass. I will just counter this and draw 2 cards? Yeah, basically, long story short, what I'm trying to do with this deck is just draw tons of cards for basically free once I play my commander, and then just, with the extra card advantage, try and literally just make it so my opponent can never get anything on the field. Yeah, that's the plan. Just pretty much don't let them play. Just try and counter, try and have an answer for everything they have. That's pretty much the plan. More treasure. Whenever you discard a card, you may exile that card from your graveyard. If you do, you may play that card this turn. Okay, my other commander, my Raffine, is discarding my Raffine deck is discarding a lot of cards. So I think that should go without saying. I definitely want to try and get this in there. Get this in Raffine. I'm discarding a lot of cards. Maybe I'll actually be able to cast some of those cards I have to discard. You may exile that card from your graveyard, and if you do, you may play that card this turn. Okay, so I can exile everything I discard and just play them all. Well, assuming I haven't played a land yet, and one of them's a land, or just I can pay, actually, like, pay the mana costs on the cards I exile, of course. Still need to pay for them. Yeah, it looks like I literally looted everything out of this dungeon. There's nothing left in here to do. Again, just seeing if there's anything really good in here. Yeah, I still just like to check all the shops, even though, like, as it is right now, I have, like, a banger collection. That's pretty nice. I'll take the Gilded Goose. That's a neat find. Alright, another Japanese card. Looks like Saheeli. As in, yeah, the character Saheeli. I don't recognize the card itself, though. Maybe I'll find some use for the cycling for only 1 mana, discard and draw. Maybe I'll find some use for that. Okay, equipped creature gets +1/+1, vigilance, trample, and haste, and equip 2. I don't believe I checked to see what they were drafting here. I'm still curious. I want to see what they were drafting here. What set is it? Okay, like the first Throne of Eldraine. Not even sure if I visited this town yet either. Ether Drift. I may or may not have already visited this town. Can't say for sure if I've already been here. Riku and Riku. Activate this ability only once. For both its abilities. Okay, that's cool. Just not in the deck I'm currently running, though. Oh wait, that's Storm from X-Men? Whenever Storm deals combat damage to a player, the next instant or sorcery spell you cast this turn has Storm. Copy for each spell you cast before it this turn. Ooh, Thrasios. There's something with partner on it. There's a commander with partner. VV Ornithir. I'm gonna look at one more set of Teamer cards. I guess now I'll be on my way before I lose all my mana shards. Oh, it's been so long. Jace the Mind Sculptor. It's been so long since I've seen him. Yeah, I really don't see Jace the Mind Sculptor much anymore. Like, I don't know, just Power creep's a bitch. Okay, there's a commander also has his partner. If I pair that with Yoshimaru, then I'm playing red, blue, and white. And I feel like I could definitely put something strong together with that. I could probably put something good together with that color combo. Control magic. The OG you control enchanted creature. Screaming Nemesis. Except do I really need to just make it so like my opponent can't gain life anymore? We already got past the Chroma. I got past the Chroma a while ago, so I'm still gonna buy the card regardless. Yeah, this would have been amazing to have in the duel against the Chroma, where she's just gaining 2 life every turn for free. Just, yeah, if this takes any damage, just do that much damage to a Chroma, and then she cannot gain life for the rest of the game. Clearly, that somebody would be me that bought something from there. Booster Draft. Return to Ravnica block. I don't really feel like dueling a chicken that badly. Yeah, I've barely spent any time in the center of the map as of late. I think there's just like a better pair of boots I can buy. And I don't think it'll be too hard to just rack up the money to afford them anyways. Ikoria Lara Behemoths. Wait, is that a 30 toughness? Is that a 30 toughness wall? Okay, you gotta pay 8 whole mana to play it, though. Also, your other permanents get indestructible. 30 toughness. That's hilarious. Yeah, imagine if I play like one of the commanders that makes your creatures do damage with their toughness. And then I also figure out how to get this to attack. Even though it normally has defender. If I get this to attack and make it do damage with its toughness, that's gonna be hilarious. Okay, so you're telling me there's a ton of walls here if I ever want to do something... If I want to do something centered around that, then we got plenty of walls there to work with. Venom Eddie Brock. Whenever another creature dies, if that... Put a +1/+1 counter on Venom, and if that creature was a villain, draw a card. Okay, these are druids. Don't really feel like spending 5 mana shards just to see some more druids. Adam and Eve's. Only thing that I see that's in common with all these cards is them being humans. Tap 3 of your untapped creatures to tap one of your opponent's creatures. I don't know about that. Blaster Combat DJ, TARDIS. I think I'll just grab the Meteor Golem. Crystal Vein, can I just pick that up too? Maybe I'll just want to, like, I don't know, get 2 mana from my land instead of 1. What booster packs are they selling? Yeah, it looks like, okay, this is from, I believe, so far it looks like the oldest is like, okay, maybe the oldest ones here are like 2005, 2006. And then I'm seeing stuff, I guess, as recent as like 2013. Okay, but I do already own Cavern of Souls. I'll pick this up, I suppose. Might as well pick that up while we're here. Okay, clearly I've visited this town before. Seeing some cars have already been purchased. Okay, I own Ketramos, the New Dawn, so it might be in my best interest to pick up one of these. I guess that too, since I didn't already own one. That is assuming I ever actually get around to playing Ketramos. The one that just gives you value every time you exile stuff from the field or graveyard. Can't attack unless 7 or more cards are in exile, but once it can, you just pay 3 mana for a 4/4 Lifelink Menace Indestructible, which is insanely good, actually. Once you can get past the drawback of actually needing to, of course, exile enough cards. Because until then, it can't even attack or block. Kamigawa, Neon Dynasty. I'm gonna keep looking around, see what else they got going on around these towns. Okay, I do already have a Lotus Petal. And a Shorakai Genesis Engine. Exile Black Tulip. Add 3 mana of any one color. You can't activate this ability until you've... Okay, that's gonna fix Black Lotus. Until you've begun your 6th turn of the game. That rebalances it all. That rebalances it all right. Okay, I already did see they were hosting Core Set 2019 there for the limited event. Oh wow, Sower of Temptation. 4 mana, when this enters, gain control of target creature for as long as I control Sower of Temptation. Yeah, I'll take that. We'll buy that too. Return target legendary creature card from your graveyard to play. That creature gains haste, remove her from the game at end of turn. So far, I only have, like, Gristlebrand as the legendary creature I can revive off of that. Well, actually, no, I have plenty more legendary creatures, sure, but... ones that, like, usually cost a lot of mana that I get, like, ridiculous amounts of value by just reviving. Tamiyo Inquisitive Student. And then you also have this on the back, too. If you can just draw your third card in a turn. The clue tokens that she just creates every time she attacks makes that rather easy to accomplish. And then you have, like, a Planeswalker on the back. So I'm gonna definitely pick that up, too. Velothar the Steadfast. Speaking of the legendary creatures that make your creatures do combat damage with their toughness. Speaking of which, if I want to actually build a deck around that, I think my best bet might just be to hit up the shops that specialize in selling walls, pick up a bunch of those, throw them together and see what happens. Colossal Dreadmaw and Stormcrow. Flying and Trample. 7 mana, 7/8. Flying Trample. And that's a land on the back. Alright, so it's removal on the front and it's a land on the back. I'll grab this too. Okay, that is recent. When this creature enters, if double white was spent to cast it, create 2 1/1 green and white Kithkin creature tokens. If double red was spent to cast it, creatures you control get +1/+1 and gain haste until end of turn. I want to see some more multicolor cards. Let's see some more still. Yeah, that's a pretty solid card right there. Except I need to just go and... I need some more money, though, I just realized. don't know, I might want to go out there and actually start dueling again. Might want to just get back out there and continue to duel and just... Yeah, because I have a lot of cards and don't really feel like selling any at the moment. Plenty of cards, yeah, I don't feel like selling any of them at the moment, so I think I'd rather just get back to dueling. Masters Edition 2. Any high-profile cards that are in Masters Edition 2 that I might not really be able to get anywhere else? I can just look at another time. I can just wait some other time to actually go look and see. Yeah, I've barely done anything at all in the forest biome. And I think we're still barely going to be doing anything in the forest biome for the time being. Send me to the mountains. Okay, is this the arena? Okay, it's right here. I mean, I have to barely pay any money to enter, so... I just want to see what I can do with Aragorn in the arena. Yeah, that way I can just play Ragavan on the first turn. Until end of turn, you may cast that card. Okay, so if it's a land, then I can't do anything with it. It is a land, so there's nothing I can do with it. Understood. I'm gonna get another treasure token just by attacking again with this. Another land. I'll just play my commander. Like, several turns ahead of schedule. All thanks to Ragavan, of course. I mean, yeah, might as well. Okay, sure. Flooded Strand. Okay, now I guess I'll cast this. I'll have to wait till next turn to actually swing with it, though. I mean, I have the crown and I'm attacking with Aragorn, so he can't even block. Okay, sure. Alright, I guess I'll just go swinging with all of them. Easy enough. Alright, let's duel this next guy, this Pyromancer here. Duel him now, I guess. That's another hand I'm gonna try and play. Alright, so it looks like I'm already taking 1 damage. Polluted Delta into Volcanic Island, and then we're just going to actually Gitaxian Probe him. Okay, a red... low mana curve, a red aggro deck. So that's what I'm looking at. 3 Monastery Swift Spears. 3 of them. I'll kill 1 and then also gain some life. Okay, and Gutter Snipe. Pass. Alright, let's see if Aragorn gets to stick around. Oh wow, not even gonna attack and just take that crown from me. We'll get this off the board, I suppose, and then... Okay, I see. Okay, if I can just keep getting life turn after turn, then I should have absolutely, like, nothing to worry about. So yeah, we're gonna get to draw yet another card. Pass. Yeah, so he's already really quickly just run out of gas. He's pretty much completely out of gas already, isn't he? Furnace Goblin. Oh, that's like the Phyrexian Furnace. That furnace? As in the Quiet Furnace, that one? We'll try this hand. Apparently we have fetch lands for days here. And if I need to remove something immediately, source the Plowshares. Mantis Rider, attack for 3. Flying, Vigilance, and Haste. First Strike and Infect. I'll get rid of this with the Palace Jailer. Attack with the Flying Creature again. Incubate 2 when this enters the battlefield. I'll source the plowshares this away. Cast Sage of the Skies. And then attack like this. And pass. Okay, so it's a 2-2 for Exian. Anyways, I have like a much better board right now than he does. Yeah, all my creature, well, almost all of them fly. I'll just finish him off with the creatures that he can't even block anyways, because nothing he has actually flies. Okay, I got the axe that, yeah, gives you the Bone Splitter. You may pay 1 life in exile a red card from your hand rather than pay this spell's mana cost. Copy target instant or sorcery spell. You may choose new targets for the copy. Force of Rowan. Okay, so instead of just being like a free counter spell, it's a free copy of some spell. I'll take it. I guess while we're here, any notable quests for me or no? While we're here, any quests? Any good quests for me or no? Arona, I need you to turn around and leave now. Old man tells this little girl to leave. You take a good look at the old man, but do not recognize his features. Should I know you? But I've had a vision of destruction, fire and ruin, and of you. Tell me more about this vision, Elder. A spawn of Lathlis seeks a new home, and will come here soon unless we intervene. We must prevent the beast from arriving. How do we do that? The Lathlis will attempt to make a home at a barbarian camp nearby. It will find several unfriendly occupants already there, but if you're to remove them in advance, I believe the creature will nest there and spare our village. This doesn't sound too hard. This does not sound too difficult. Especially since they're pointing me exactly to where I need to go. If I want to make my opponent's creature unable to block for a turn. There's that right there. I mean, Aragorn just already makes my opponent's creatures unable to block anyways. And I'm having pretty much no trouble holding onto that crown once I get it, once I play Aragorn. Okay, I could have just bought the card from here, too. I could have bought the Force of Rowan from here, too. Whenever you cast an enchantment spell, you may gain one life and draw a card. If I wanted to play the green-white auras deck, I think this would probably be like one of the better commanders to pick for said deck. Except I'm not interested though. Except I can't really say I'm interested in the idea of doing that. Check one more town to see what they're selling, and then I'll go to that barbarian camp. Then I'll actually go do the quest that I'm supposed to be doing. I mean, if I accept the quest, I better actually go and do it. Okay, it looks like I've been here already. Bought a few cards here, I must have. That's actually not half bad. I'll pick that up too while I'm here. The Sheoldred's Edict. This is the camp I need to clear out everything, isn't it? So this looks like the place. Sacred Foundry, untapped, Mother of Runes, and pass. Attacked each turn if able, and Wither. Anyways, pass turn. Play Hull Breacher, and we're gonna also give that protection from red. And then Hull Breacher just block. Okay, that is fine. I'll just cast the One Ring. And have just this attack. Okay, this too. Yeah, still protection from everything, so I'm not taking any damage until my next turn. Oh, right, that was a copy of something with Phantasmal Image. So if it gets targeted by anything, yeah, I gotta just sacrifice it. Of course. I'll just put the Hull Breacher back on the field. Yeah, he's really low on life. Oh, perfect. Except... I am missing something. Arcane Signet. Now I have access to 2 white mana. I'll just, yeah, Parallax Wave, get rid of all these creatures to close out the game. Even with the obvious mistake, I still had no problem just closing that out. So I'm dueling, yeah, him next because he's literally blocking the way into the camp. We're gonna try this hand. Shuffle the library because I'm trying to just, I don't know, find land cards on the top of my deck. I'll just throw an Essence Scatter at this thing. Pass turn. When this creature enters, create a 1/1 black and red goblin creature token. I'll just counter that too, actually. And then I'll go cast my commander. Okay, that is fine. Power is equal to the greatest value among artifacts you control. When Daretti enters or attacks, choose target artifact card in your graveyard. You may sacrifice an artifact. That's not gonna be happening now. That's not gonna be happening now, is it? Get the 0/5 off the field. Oh wow, Hexing Squelcher. Can't be countered. Ward, pay 2 life. All your spells can't be countered. Other creatures you control have ward, pay 2 life. I can definitely pay the 2 life at this point. I can definitely afford that at this rate. But imagine if I win that card. If I win that, that's probably going straight into my deck too. That's also pretty good to just put in your red deck. I might even keep this one also. Yeah, I'm gonna have to fight everybody in here anyways. Absolutely, everyone's gonna have to go down. Keep this hand, see what I can do with it. Honestly, not really looking like a whole lot. Okay, maybe I'm gonna get to play Aragorn one turn ahead of schedule, but I think that's about it. Yeah, I'll play Aragorn one turn ahead schedule. Wait, couldn't I just block? Unless he has a combat trick. That he does. +1, +0, and first strike. And this doesn't have first strike, so... Yeah, it looks like I lose my commander. Alright, let's see how much time I can buy myself with Parallax Wave here. Yeah, better late than never to see this. Yeah, let's definitely play another land now, shall we? I'll just pass turn. Now I have to discard something. 1, 2, 3, 4. I believe I can do X's 3. And then just have Wan Shi Tong block his creature. Oh, flying and vigilance. Nice. Picnic Runner, or Picnic Ruiner, I should say. Lightning Helix. Shuffle the library and see what else I find. A Triome. Another land card, even though I got plenty right now as it is anyways. Again, I'll just pass. Discarding. I guess both of these. Just untap my lands. And while we're still here, at the end of his turn, and since I still got enough mana to... We'll just bounce something with Petty Theft, and then we'll actually cast the creature. Okay, but they don't fly. Overcooked. Players can't gain life. At the beginning of your end step, create a food token. If 2 or more non-land permanents enter the battlefield under your control this turn, instead conjure a card named Food Fight onto the battlefield. How come I've never heard of this before? Probably because it's digital. Probably because it's digital only. Oh, that's an Earth Elemental. That apparently I lost to a while ago. Just grab a plateau and now I have all my colors. Yeah, I know I can't cast this immediately. I gotta wait till like turn 4 to actually deploy that. Genasi Rabble Rouser, what even is that? Okay, true name Nemesis. Pass. Okay, so it's gonna come in as a 2-1. Sacrifice it at the beginning of the next end step. I'm just able to block it. Okay, I still apparently took 1 damage. I forgot about the trample. I'll still take 1, because trample. Gonna put this on the bottom, and I guess this on the bottom. No, this on the closest to the top is gonna be the bird. And then I'll just go shuffle the other... I'll shuffle the Spell Pierce away. Just send everybody into attack and do a lot of damage there. Okay, sure. Alright, again, just going with absolutely everybody. I'm gonna, yeah, double strike Vigilance, definitely kill this. When he hits people, they stay hit. We'll keep this hand also. Island, Preordain. So there's another land card right there. Oh, and we can go fetch into Plateau, and I'll just... True name Nemesis again. Protection from the chosen player. Alright, we'll just... Phantasmal Image, we'll just make a second one. Anyways, pass. Okay, that is fine. Send both of these into attack. Pass the turn. Needle Spires becomes a 2/1. Red and white elemental creature with double strike until end of turn, it's still a land. I'll let it hit me. We'll just finish them off with that. Each player secretly votes for another player? I can only secretly vote for one other player. We're playing 2-player games here. Then those votes are revealed. For each vote, an opponent revealed. Mob verdict deals 2 damage to that player. And each creature they control. For each vote you received, you draw a card. We got 2 more guys to beat up, and then that should be the entire barbarian camp cleared out. I didn't have anything to play on the second turn, so yeah, it's like, what do you expect? Let's just cast Hull Breacher. At that point, just cast it. No blocks. So I can now draw 2 cards, discard a card, and just make a pilot token. So let's do that. Don't really think I need to blow up a land, so... Cast, become the Monarch, and get rid of this. And then just, again, pass it on back. Or Tusk Liege, I guess that's gonna resolve. Oh, that's a 5/4 now? 5 power, 4 toughness. Chump block with the pilot. I might just keep my creatures back to block. Okay, now that it's actually taken some damage, I can just get rid of this with Lightning Helix. And then from here... Oh, I completely forgot I had that too. I can just draw, discard. I suppose with that leftover mana, let's play another creature. Okay, that is fine. I'll play that. Play this Moth Rider Cavalry for only 2 mana. And then this is gonna hit for a lot. I'm the Monarch, so creatures can't block this turn. Got him. Well, yeah, once I defeat him, then that's the entire camp cleared out. Did not really want to risk getting stuck with a 1 land. Potentially 1 land in that hand that I had earlier. I see 1 land in a 7-card hand, I'm not risking it. No thank you, I'm not gonna risk that. Whenever Warren Instigator deals damage to an opponent, you may put a goblin creature card from your hand onto the battlefield. Lightning Helix to get rid of that thing. Goblin Chieftain. Haste. If he has any other goblins, they're gonna get +1/+1 in haste also. That's if he has any others. Just cast my commander in that case. And then from there... I'll draw another land. Okay, now I can play this, so let's do that. I'll just pass and leave some mana up to just counter something if need be. Yeah, throw a counterspell at that Krenko. Alright, so that puts him all the way down to 3 life. Okay, anyways. Not gonna do anything. I'll just lightning... I guess I'll just lightning bolt the War Chief. Attack again. Yeah, his creatures are still completely unable to block. And yup, that's all of them. That's everybody. Didn't lose a single game in there. Barbarian can't fall silent as you remove the last creature. You consider staying to welcome the dragon, should it appear, but something tells you that leaving would be a much better idea for now. Let's take my treasure and then leave. Mox Opal. I'm gonna for sure keep that. For sure I want to probably keep this. Eye of Ugin! Search your library for, well, pay 7 to search your library for a colorless creature card. Colorless Eldrazi spells you cast cost 2 less to cast. I guess if we're ever playing Eldrazi. So we're just gonna casually pick up a free Mox Opal. Each creature attacks this turn of Fable. Alright, let's just leave. Let's leave with our loot. I'm just gonna teleport straight back into town. Don't even feel like walking back there, I'll just teleport straight to it. +3 local reputation, and a pouch containing some more rewards. Oh, I got Godzilla, Doom Inevitable. A wall of granite. The wisest man builds his house behind the rock. A eunuch's intrigues. Take control of powerful core positions one by one. Eunuchs eventually brought on the fall of the Han Dynasty, leading to the chaos of the Three Kingdoms. So they don't even have their balls anymore, they've been removed, but they can still, they still took over the Han Dynasty. I really need to, like, set some time aside and actually read Romance of the Three Kingdoms one of these days. I'll probably keep the Lelia also. I don't think I need Godzilla. As cool as that sounds. My vision was less than specific about whether or not it would be changed by your actions, so yes. A human male approaches you. Yes, you the human. You were the one who just finished the job for the locals, yes? I have another job for you, and I won't take no for an answer. Sir Donovan. Is this still like the entire quest line that... I mean, eventually you get to a point where you can't even complete the quest. It seems as if he really isn't giving you an opportunity to say no. Is that still in my quest? Yeah, that's still in my quest list. Short note written in red ink. Wanted. 3 flame elementals dead. Contact town shaman for reward. Seems simple enough. Defeat 3 flame elementals, that's it. They can usually be found in the mountain biome. I think we can wait a bit to do that Sir Donovan quest, or at least get as far as we can. Assuming the quest still just abruptly ends and you can't, like, progress past a certain point. So I guess in the meantime, I'm just gonna go beat up these flame elementals. Trample haste. At end of turn, sacrifice Hellspark Elemental. I guess Arcane Signet. Skull Clamp, and then just pass. Oh, just flip that up into Blistering Firecat. Okay. And Hellspark Elemental, return that to the battlefield too. So yeah, no matter what, I'm taking a lot of damage here. I mean, at least these creatures are just gonna go away at the end of the turn. Lightning Serpent. X is 4. And that's gonna go away too. Okay, so from there, yeah, I'll just pass turn. Essence Scatter this thing. Lightning Serpent, 3-1. I'll actually block it this time. I don't take any damage, and I get to draw 2 more cards there. Shuffle the library to find another land card. I'll just throw a Lightning Helix at that. Let's play Malcolm. I'll play another creature. Attack for a total of 4 here. delve 7 cards, and then proceed to just draw 3. Yeah, didn't even need to play another creature at that point. So yeah, I'm gonna win a bunch of elementals that just... they attack, they do a lot of damage, they attack immediately, but they just... yeah, they stick around 1 turn and that's it. Okay, so I'm looking at 2 more flame elementals already. Just defeat both of them and then I should be able to claim my reward. I'll let that hit me, and then that's just immediately gonna go away. Ball Lightning. I'll throw a Source of Plowshares on that. Oh. Pass. Arc Runner. Yeah, I can definitely afford to let that hit me for 5. Let's just play another creature down and then swing like this. As far as I know, I guess that maybe except for the lightning bolts, everything in his deck needs to be these elemental creatures. Yeah, such as that. I'll take 7. And then it's just immediately gonna go away. Attack like this. Pass. Lightning Bolt deals 3 damage to Mantis Rider. Okay, but yeah, reassuring to know he's completely out of cards in hand. Alright, it's just another mountain. Yeah, more like low-cost elementals that just hit hard and go away literally the same turn they came down. Keep. Alright, we're already taking 3 damage immediately. So from there, yeah, just pass. Island. lightning that's gonna do trample damage, so I should definitely just let it hit me in the face at that point. How many more ball lightnings do you have? Holy crap. Okay, play my commander. Actually, start to gain some life again. We're gonna still block here. Gain some life and then lose some life, so... I gained 4 and then I lost like 3 from the trample damage. Yeah, I think that just about checks out. Okay, I did already totally play a land this turn. So... pass. Alright, there's the other ball lightning. Oh, I have to keep 1 on the battlefield. Oh yeah, Vendilion Click is legendary, so... I can only actually keep 1 on the battlefield. Pass. Lightning Serpent X is 5. That is a big Lightning Serpent. If I didn't have, like, so much life to start with, there's no way I'd still be alive by now. Simple as that. I wouldn't still be alive at this point, surely now. Okay, counterspell the Arc Runner. And then just win from here. Find the shaman and collect your rewards? Is he in the town, or do I actually have to go find him elsewhere? Okay, he was in the town. Pyrophobia and Flowstone Shambler, and then +3 reputation. Alright, yep, give me some more money. I'll do a bit more wandering around and see what cool cards I can find, and then probably just end the stream after we're done this wandering about. Goblin Cliff. I think I've looked at enough planeswalkers for now. I guess with that, I'll just be on my way. Oh hey, there's ball lightning for sale. Okay, so that's the red castle, just right on over there. But I feel like waiting till some other day to actually throw myself into it and just try and beat it. Did I see the land shop already? I'll grab the Sulphur Falls, I suppose, while I'm here, since I didn't already own one. We'll take that with us. As far as I know, yeah, I've barely done anything at all in the forest. I want to see, maybe we're going to find some cool cards there, since I've barely spent any time out here. Okay, where's the shop that has armor for sale? I want to see. Or equipment. Slot right, battlefield, Ring of Three Wishes. I can't say I remember what that was again. What was that again, exactly? If I buy a Ring of Three Wishes, yeah, what did that do again? Obviously I gotta equip it first. So yeah, now we're gonna be definitely seeing, like, mostly green cards for sale. Now we're gonna be seeing, like, a nice large representation of green cards. So how many of these villages have I been to or not been to? Honestly, I'm not even sure. I'll just buy one of these. Yeah, because that, especially for only 1 mana, yeah, that's a really powerful effect. So you might as well just go grab that. Terra Symbiosis. Whenever you put 1 or more +1/+1 counters on a creature you control, you may draw that many cards, but you can only do it once a turn. I like how the inn is just a tree. Also, just quickly checking to see what's in here. He's got more finesse than most goblins. He smashes windows with his fist rather than his forehead. Wait, prairie dog, but it's a squirrel? I'm confused. Oh, Noble Hierarch for sale, and for cheap, too. I don't know if I'm ever gonna land on these 3 specific colors, but if I do, I'd be glad I picked that up right now. Players can't draw cards. At the beginning of each player's draw step, that player loses 3 life, searches their library for a card, puts it into their hand, and shuffles their library. Yeah, but then I won't be able to draw cards either. Sure, like every single turn I could go search for my best card from my library, but not be able to draw cards. Yikes. Oh, wow. Okay. I mean, especially if I play mono green, if I play mono green, that's gonna go extra hard. 1 green mana for each forest you control. Oh, Japanese druid? I think I'll pass on that. Don't even think I recognized the card in the first place. Veil of Summer, I'm gonna definitely pick that up. Yeah, amazing against any blue or black deck, really. Booster Draft. Lord of the Rings, Tale of Middle-earth. What is that forest over there that has a magnifying glass next to it? Anything interesting maybe going on in here or no? I like the Lotus Cobra. I'm gonna take the Lotus Cobra. I guess that too, because it only costs 1 mana and I can just make 1 mana with it. Add 1 green to your mana pool for each +1/+1 counter on Gyre Sage. Every time I play a creature with power toughness greater than that of Gyre Sage, it evolves and gets a +1/+1 counter on it. Yeah, that seems pretty cool. Traverse the Ulvenwald. If I have Delirium, I can go search for any creature or land card. Otherwise, I can only get a basic land card, but I guess that's still... Okay, that's not very impressive. But yeah, best case scenario, that's absolutely crazy. And a deck full of creatures. Any creature or any land, that's crazy good for 1 mana in a best case scenario, so I'm still absolutely gonna pick that up. More Planeswalkers. Alright, so yeah, that's... Oh, I could be playing this, too. That's another commander I could definitely consider trying out. Hydra Shop. Colonian Hydra. Whenever Colonian Hydra attacks, double the number of +1/+1 counters on each creature you control. Yeah, that sounds like a good time if it can stick around. Abzan Armory. Yeah, I do have the commander that makes my stuff do damage with its toughness instead of its power, so... that seems interesting. Oh yeah, I already have Fellothar the Steadfast. Okay, there's also something interesting with more toughness than it has power. If I gain 3 or more life each turn, each opponent loses 3 life, and if I make this do damage with its toughness, then I'm gaining 4 life a turn. If I pair this with, say, Fellothar right here. That is if I want to build this deck, if I want to build this commander. Might as well see if there's any good cards to pick up for that deck too. Oh hey, Door in the Siege Tower. I guess I'll just grab that and I'll go before I just lose all my shards again. Scythecat Cub. Whenever I have a land enter the battlefield, I put a +1/+1 counter on a creature I control, and if it's the second time that ability is resolved, I just double the number of counters on that creature instead. I have a really sick deck. I plan to put this in. Which is still, yeah, not right now, but I have a really good idea for that Scythecat Cub. Hidden Camp. Oh, they have Green Sun Zenith for sale here. I'm gonna pick that up too. Yeah, so when I do want to try playing green, I'll already have a bunch of good green cards just in reserve, ready to go. Yeah, if I want to try and play the color I haven't played yet this series, then I'll have, yeah, plenty of cards ready for that. Yeah, we're just... Honestly, at this point, we're buying way more cards than we need. Yeah, at this point, I'm just buying cards to be able to run, like, many different commander decks. If I so desire, I can play many commander decks. Okay, this is another Teamer shop. So yeah, blue, black, and no, blue, red, and green. Blue, red, green, that's what it is. Prophet of Kruphix. Untap all creatures and lands you control during each other player's untap step. You may cast creature cards as though they had flash. I know that's banned in like typical like multiplayer commander. I guess just being able to play all your stuff on your opponent's turns as well as your own turns is just a little bit too good. Especially when you have like 3 opponents and you can just play on all of their turns. So yeah, I just spent all my mana shards to not even find the card I'm looking for in these 3 colors. All that to like not even find the specific legendary creature I'm looking for. Unfortunately. I guess worst case scenario, if I literally can never find Animar Soul of Elements just wandering around, worst case scenario, I can just go and like get it from the smith. If I that badly want to play, yeah, Animar Soul of Elements. 8th edition. That's like, I believe, 2003 or something. That's all the way back in 2003. There's just a random town all the way out here. What is this doing all the way out here? If there's even anything good here. Let's see. Okay, this I already own. Okay, this only redirect activated abilities. Yeah, that's really narrow in what I can actually redirect. Sylvan Safekeeper. Sacrifice a land, target creature you control gains Shroud until end of turn. Okay, I don't see why not. I don't see why not. And then, yeah, it looks like out here there really isn't anything going on, period. Alright, so green, white, blue, that color combo. I suppose I'll pick this up. Destroy target artifact or enchantment for only 1 mana. Sure, they gain a bit of life, but anyways. Oh, they even have a Dryad Arbor for sale. I'll grab that too. Yeah, once I quickly sell something. 594 cards I have in my collection, apparently. Yeah, I have almost 600 cards in my collection. I mean, I've just kind of been buying stuff impulsively for the most part. Just been buying a bunch of stuff with no real plan as to, like, what I'm gonna do with it anytime soon. I kind of just been buying things that could go into one deck or another. Including some things that I'm probably never going to realistically find a use for, like target permanent. You. I think I'll also just, yeah, sell the Lotus Bloom as well. I already have what looks like it could be like a really powerful like potential commander in Jund colors as well. So yeah, red, black, red, green. Already have some serious potential, yeah, for something really good in Jund too. And I'm just doing absolutely nothing with that. I never activated the activated ability on that land, let's be real. Oh, and I have Zur the Enchanter, but I don't even know how many enchantments I have that I really that badly want to just put in the deck. And we got Zur the Enchanter as well. Just lying around our just sitting there doing absolutely nothing. I'd have to be playing both these colors, though, to actually use this land, and I'm not really doing that at the moment now, am I? I might be more likely to end up playing Abzan colors, so I'll grab this. I guess let's actually go and duel a few more enemies. Just gonna go do a few more games and maybe we'll go somewhere. Actually, no, maybe we'll just defeat only this one guy. I think I'll duel just this one guy and then call it a night. I mean, I literally just put this deck together. Remove a wish counter, search your library for a card, put that card into your hand. 5 mana, though. I gotta pay 5? I have to pay 5 mana for this. I mean, when I got nothing else to do, I can search my library for any card and put it into my hand, and I can do that 2 more times. Assuming I can just afford to pay the 5 mana. I mean, that's not like... I mean, that's still a lot, but... I mean, eventually I'll find myself potentially with literally nothing else to do, and then, yay, I can search for any card from my deck. I mean, that's gonna be amazing when I have, like, I don't know, let's just say if I somehow end up with no cards in hand and a bunch of mana and nothing to do with it. Then problem solved, I guess. I guess that's why this Ring of 3 Wishes wasn't super expensive. You have to pay 5 mana to search for a card. But yeah, just having that for free, not even having to build your deck around it. Better than just to simply not have it in the first place, that's for sure. Probably only really gonna use that when I have, like, literally nothing else to do. Enters with 3 +1/+1 counters on it if you didn't cast it from your hand. Okay, understood. Beanstalk Giants, power and toughness are each equal to the number of lands you control. That's a big creature. Okay, it doesn't have trample or anything, but that's still huge. Don't get me wrong. I mean, it won't be able to block or anything. I can just simply attack over it as if it wasn't even there to begin with. Okay, no attacks. You are aware that you still can't block or anything. As long as Aragorn attacks down the Monarch, you literally can't block my creatures. I'll keep one of the Bloodbraid Elves. Let me just sell my cards and then, yeah, call it a night. Even though, yeah, I barely have anything to my name to sell. I had, like, almost nothing. Yeah, I think we got enough done. I mean, I even built, like, an entirely, like, brand new deck. Yeah, I built, like, a full new deck. And I could build even more if I want. I have, like, so many good cards, I can probably put multiple good decks together. But let's go with Aragorn. Just an all-around powerhouse. Yeah, you have a way to gain life. Also make it so your opponent's creatures cannot block. Steady source of card advantage. If you just establish a good board state and then make it so they can't take the crown away from you, yeah, you just get free card advantage every turn. Also, yeah, I did already mention, yeah, you can just gain a bunch of life from this too, the lifelink. And also, not to mention, just attack, and he can still block the turn immediately after he attacks, Vigilance. So there's pretty much no reason not to attack, especially if you got that, especially if you're the Monarch. So yeah, Aragorn, I'm probably gonna be playing that for like at least the next couple streams.